Today, the moon starts out in the sign of Cancer, where it's been for the last couple of days. With the moon in Cancer, we feel things, right? We feel a little bit extra sensitive. We might feel kind of vulnerable. We're a little bit exposed in the sense of like a soft shell crab, right? Molting. And when the crabs molt, their hard outer shell gets released, and they are for a period of time soft and vulnerable until their new shell grows in. So that's a little bit like how we feel when the moon is in Cancer. It's like we're a little bit more exposed in our vulnerability. It's also, as I've mentioned many times, such a good time to focus on self-care, rest, and regeneration. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, March 19th. But the moon doesn't stay in Cancer all day. It shifts into Leo. It's going to depend on your time zone, but for most US time zones, it'll be early afternoon to mid-afternoon. And then with that shift of the moon from that sensitive Cancer placement shifting into Leo, where we move into outward expression. So the same way that we need to feel our feelings and process things on the inside, as I've been sharing with you, the way that we need that self-care and rest and regeneration, that feeling of being held and just feeling safe for a period of time so we can process things internally. The same way we need that, we also need it to come to an end. We need to not dwell in that vulnerability, right? It serves a purpose. It's important for us to experience that time of a little bit more sensitivity where we are feeling our feelings and processing things internally. But then from that place, we complete that work and then we shift into something else. So if you've been doing your work of rest and regeneration and self-care and just hunkering down and getting cozy and feeling safe for a period of time so you can allow the things that need to move inside of you move, then you're ready to move forward from there. So just like after you take a nap, right? You have more energy and you're ready to go do stuff. So that is the vibe of the moon shifting from Cancer to Leo. It gives us this and if especially if we've been doing our self-work, right? Our self-care, our feeling work. When we do our feeling work, then we're ready for the next phase when it comes along. If we're not really effectively doing our feeling work when the moon is in Cancer, then when the moon shifts into Leo, we might be stuck in those feelings and they could be bigger and they could be expressed with a little bit of drama, perhaps, right? Leo is known for drama. So emotional drama, things that feel bigger because a little bit where we got stuck, right? And so when we get stuck in our feelings and then they might show up in our lives in unhealthy ways. But if we're doing our work, completing that Cancer moon feeling work, then when the moon goes into Leo, we are ready for authentic self-expression. We are ready to shift gears into moving outward, taking that energy, that re-energizing work that we've been doing and putting it into something creative, putting it into some way of expressing ourselves and moving forward in the world to say, I'm here to share. I have done my healing work, or at least this phase of it, and now I'm ready to put that into some form that I can share, whether that is telling a friend or working on an art project or simply just having a little bit more energy to work on the things that you work on throughout the day. So Leo And the Leo moon has to do with self-expression. It has to do with creativity. So it's that feeling of taking our ways of healing that we've been working on ourselves and moving them outward so that we can be seen. We can say, here's who I am, and here's how I share that and show that and reveal that and express that to whoever, right? To the world around me, whether it's your immediate, people in your immediate environment or in a bigger way or whatever that looks like for you. We also have today the sun going from Pisces into Aries. Springtime, Aries, we have this equinox too, right? When the moon shifts into Aries, that is the definition of the spring equinox. So we also have this rebirth, regeneration energy. Technically the sun doesn't go into Aries until later in the day. So after that shift from Cancer moon to Leo moon, then we go into the Aries sun and beginning this new phase, this regeneration, rebirth. Aries is, as I've been sharing, it is life force energy. It is how we put ourselves into the world, the impulse, the drive to take action, to exert our state of being, right? That life force energy. So the energy to spring forth from the earth, if you are a plant, and that energy to move forward from the truth of who you are, if you are a human being. So if you are a human being, which I hope most of you are, we've got this fire energy showing up today, shifting. So the day, of course, begins with more watery feeling, more feeling oriented, more focused on energy and intuition and intangible things, and then shifting gears into forward movement, action. What does that look like? How do you need to express yourself? And what does it look like to move forth in the world from this truth you are nurturing and nourishing inside of you as you take care of your needs earlier in the day and have been for the last couple of days with the moon in Cancer? All right. Thank you so much for being here. I am Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Don't forget, you get 20% off your first session working with me. So just check it out, astrologyheals.com. And even if you've had a session with me in the past, this might be the perfect time to check in with me again, because you get that 20% off if this is your first session in 2024, because I have a brand new website and the website doesn't know. So there you go. You get the 20% discount. I would love to work with you. Check it out. I have spaces available right now. Go to astrologyheals.com. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing. Hit the subscribe button now if you haven't yet, and I sure appreciate you and all your support. All right, see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.